Hello everyone, welcome back to 20 Minutes Till Dawn. We have 2 characters and 2 weapons left. Let's see. Who do we want with what? Let's take Lilith out for a spin with the crossbow, shall we? When enemies are killed, summon a spirit. Spirits chase down nearby enemies, dealing 8 damage. Hold the shoot button to charge. Charging gives more damage and pierces your bullets. Alright, it's going to be tough with only 1 shot, but we'll do what we can. Especially because we can fire through like that and then create skulls to go off and do more of our bidding. More reload rate is going to be very important. And hitting multiple characters at once is going to be really important. And while we're trying to kill more folks, we mustn't neglect just going around getting what XP is dropped in the meantime. Early dragon egg? Absolutely. Never ever say no to early dragon egg. Right, getting some good shots in through long lines of foes. Might help a lot if we can increase our bullet size considerably. Also just trying to be cognizant of wherever our escape is going to be at any moment. Give me some light weaponry. That's doing 25 apiece to our foes. And if it's hitting the exploding ones, all the merrier for us. As we try and approach these little pockets of XP that are made by our piercing shots killing a bunch of stuff at once. One of the more annoying things is how slow we become while charging our shot. So if we take haste, we can then work into run and gun, which is probably going to be valuable for us. Nice to have our dagger and our skulls destroying stuff while we're otherwise engaged with fleeing and XP collecting. There is run and gun very early. So now we maintain far more of our speed as we're moving and charging, which is going to make things considerably easier when we're not working in really thick crowds. Sharpen for summon damage. Double shot is probably worthwhile, I think, to get 2 projectiles headed out. Slightly trickier to aim at distance, but if they're piercing through a dense crowd, they're going to get a whole lot of that crowd together, just like that. And of course, this opens up some very interesting upgrades in a moment. Shoot an additional shot behind you. I think that's totally worthwhile. I don't know if it charges up the same as our forward shot or if it's more of just a basic one, but more bullets can't be a bad thing, surely. Trying to keep one eye on where we're firing and the other on where we're moving into. Well, there's our elite. This is what I was looking for. Fanfire. When shooting your last ammo, observe every ammo is our last ammo. Also shoot 10 additional bullets in a circle for 15% damage. So that, along with our dagger, our skulls, when crowds get really dense, I think that's going to help us out a lot. You can hear that ping there when we do get to absolute full charge damage. Go away. Go away. That's my chest. Let's take Ghost Friend. Sharpen also in the running. But now with our dragon hatched as well, we want to be utilizing our summons as best we can. Summon damage plus 35%, summon attack speed plus 35%. Well, we're making the right decision going in on summons then. Oh, yeah, that one was not dead ahead of our shield popping, was it? Right, so stuff for summons if it can be helped. But I think power shot will be fine. In an ideal world, we can worry about what's directly in front of us, and all of the summons will worry about the riffraff everywhere else. But we just have to be concerning ourselves with our immediate escape. Now, if we can take ice, that's also going to be good for us, because there is an upgrade for every last shot fired, shoot out 3 icicles that freeze enemies as well. And as already observed, every shot is our last shot at the moment. But we're certainly not going to be able to stand and make a really firm stance on just staying still, letting everything come to us in the late game, I think. Right. More reload and max ammo. I don't love it. Reload speed and movement speed when Holy Shield is up is going to be good for our one-shot only situation. Something hit me. I'm not even sure I caught what. Oh, I hate this. I hate this a lot. Remember last time, try and work in circles. There's our shield back, giving us some more movement speed, which is really important right now. Oh god. We escape, just barely. Alright, they went down reasonably quickly. Tome of Elements, not what we want. Tome of Speed, not what we want. Tome of Power. Bullet damage, plus 50%. Bullet size, plus 100%. Piercing. Fire rate down, max HP, -1. Well, we don't care about fire rate because there's no time to get between bullet 2 and bullet 1 because we only have 1 bullet. And with 4 HP, we can give up 1, be on 3 HP, which is effectively still 2 volumes of 2. Because later on, we're always going to be taking 2 damage. So this is fine. Yeah, we're going to take Frost Mage to try and get to Ice Shard. As we have a brief moment of quiet. That first 5 minutes really flew by just because I'm having to spend so much more of my attention on every little individual shot as opposed to like the back gun where it just does all of its homing for you. I'm going to be way more deliberate and considerate here. Splinter, enemies explode into 3 bullets when killed, doing 10% damage is good. Heavy weaponry, also good, but we did want Ice Shard, so let's check out how that's going to go. It's freezing stuff, but not really enough stuff. those eyeball guys just have way too much HP. Now, with our big charged piercing shots, we should be trying to fire into dense pockets of crowd because we have excellent piercing. Because over the next 2 minutes towards 10, these crowds are only going to get thicker and denser. Splinter, enemies explode into 3 bullets, is good. Fusillade. +1 projectile, +15% spread, -25% doubles base projectiles. Don't love it. Give me Splinter. So now when enemies die, not only do they become skulls that fly around, they also become those tiny little diddy shots doing like 15% or something of our bullet damage. Make sure we're getting all the XP. Really, this game is just XP collection simulator with a minor inconvenience of enemies. Give me heavy weaponry. Let's see how much that does. Not enough to currently kill enemies in one hit, but combined with all of our other damage dealing stuff, it's certainly going to help in the really intense moments. So, trying to fire into whatever looks roughly like the thickest part of a crowd. Good. Keep moving into the areas of XP that we create. Train Dragon, attack speed 10% faster. Give me shield back in 1 minute. I think we'll actually probably get some use from that in the coming 11 minutes. As I go fairly radio quiet. Right. Has that increased to our scythe damage? No. Our bullets are still not doing enough damage to kill these things in a single hit from our scythe. Which is a shame, but clearly we've dealt with the crowd fairly swiftly, given that we stopped firing for a few moments. And there may yet be some opportunities to increase our bullet damage further. Let's take Aged Dragon. We're not going to get the most out of that, but 9 minutes of upgrades is better than less than 9 minutes of upgrades, obviously. Right, the brains with tentacles are about to start thinning out. In place, we will see leeches with wings. More bullet damage? Absolutely. We already have a lot of piercing, but no harm to me. See how quiet things have gotten. As we do our traditional quiet XP walk, letting the crowds build up behind us. The knockback doing quite a lot as well to keep us safe in concerning moments. Some XP over here. Reload rate increase bullet damage by 50% for 1 second after reloading. Well, since we reload and we fire and we reload and we fire, I think that's going to work out well for us. I don't know if our scythe damage is actively changing second by second to reflect that bonus or not, but let's not worry too much about if it is or isn't, and we'll just worry about dodging stuff and surviving, shall we? See how quickly we can pop that guy. Right, we can get shots out pretty quickly when we really need to. It's these red-eye shooters that really annoy me. They always feel like the most concerning risk of damage as opposed to anything else in the game. Errant red blobs. Always my biggest fear. God, this crowd is unrelenting. Come on now. Just pop. Give me a little chest. A little reward for my troubles. All the while, the crowd getting busier and busier out here. Thank you. Give me that. Lilith damage, summon damage plus 20%. Lilith summons an additional spirit when enemies are killed. That's going to do wonders for clearing out this crowd. Trying to let the weapon charge up, although I don't know if that charge is taking more than the 1 second we're getting a 50% damage bonus for after reloading. It's a balancing act. There's sharpen for summon damage plus 40%. That's a given. Dragon doing a lot of unrecognized work here. As we approach the 5-minute mark and the next boss. So far everything's okay, but I feel like it could all collapse in an instant. And I dislike that feeling. I also feel like I'm leveling up particularly slowly, but I don't know if that's just a placebo effect in my head. There's always like one leech that's like trying to break out of the pack and get me. Right. Shatter. Enemies afflicted by freeze explode when killed and deal damage nearby enemies equaling 10% of their max HP. I'll get in on that. Oh, we're in Boss Town, and I hate it. I was so concerned trying to shoot crows and stuff, I barely even noticed. Can I escape from this corner, please? Thank you. Alright, the fence is down. That's something. Now the other mini-boss has also spawned, and the crowd is really, really dense. We can let off smaller, less powerful shots to the brains. I've lost my cursor. We've been hit. Our shield is down. Summon attack speed, summon attack damage. Ghost friend now shoots towards where we're pointing. Sure. Right, we heal on level 25. Not that we needed it, I don't think. God, did that thing just die? I hate it so much. Be dead. You know you want to. That was closer than I would like. Shield is back. Three minutes to go. There must be oceans of XP up there. We've just walked into an enemy because I'm bad. Okay. Reload rate 100%, bullet damage plus 50%, max ammo minus 666. Well, we keep one ammo all the ways, so this is perfect. And now I'm going to change tactic and just tap the mouse instead of ever holding it down in any capacity, just to populate as many surrounding shots as I can. Seems to be doing something, but this big guy still isn't dead, and I hate it. At least we have our shield. That's something. The other elite is still over here. Mind the red dots. I hate them. Alright, a minute to go. If that thing would be dead, I'd be so happy. But it refuses to die. We're just not outputting enough damage, apparently. 1 minute to go. Anything else you can offer me? I'll take an extra dagger flying around to help in the crowds. I think tapping with the crossbow was working out better. Come on, just die. For me, 30 seconds to go. Come on. Just be dead. Don't get hit by the red balls. 20 seconds to go. Hey, we got them. Tome of Summoning. I don't love the reload loss, but for 11 seconds, I think we'll manage. Oh boy, it was by no means perfect, but we got there. One of my lowest scoring rounds ever, I think. But there we are. Just Tina and the grenade launcher to go. But for now, thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do let me know down in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.